But I want to bring you to Iraq. The president will run on that he did what he promised. He ended the war in Iraq. But as the Wall Street Journal talks about today, did he do nearly enough, and are we leaving at the right time to give our best hope of keeping the peace? What do you think?
Yeah. Well, I agree with the Wall Street Journal, and I was in Iraq in 2007 when much of the surge was just getting underway. That country has been in a heap of anarchy and chaos and civil disorder for decades, and the rebuilding process that so many of the coin strategists put in place is something that was, I think, prematurely preempted. And although there will be troops there until the end of the month, it is an open question and a very worrisome one about whether the routes really will have taken after we left.
Let's talk a little bit about Time magazine. Every year toward this time of the year, there is some anticipation about who they're going to put on the cover as the person of the year. This year, once again, they haven't put a single person on. Instead, it is just the protester in general. As you can see, you know, all the way from Zuccotti Park to the Arab Spring, there are protests all over the country. And yet, they do not even really pay homage to the Tea Party people who really got the ball running last year. And thanks to their efforts, there was a landslide in Congress last year.
Yeah, I think it's time for Time magazine to end this charade of being an objective news source when there's such double standards in how they treated the Tea Party revolutionaries over the last year, and how they've whitewashed so much of the ugly side of the Occupy Wall Street movement. And if you move past the cover and actually read the long, protracted piece by Kurt Anderson, the way that he paints and whitewashes these occupiers is really disgusting, especially in light of the last week. And if you go to my website at michellemalkin.com, you'll see a very extensive review of what happened on Monday with these thugs who tried to shut down our West Coast ports and who have as their mission chaos, anarchy, and stopping commerce, taxpayers, and blue-collar workers from doing their jobs and surviving in this economy.
And you got to disseminate between the Arab Spring and Zuccotti Park people who have nowhere to go and don't know how to shower. It's incredible that they would do that in a year in which SEAL Team 6 takes down the world's #1 terrorist, Osama bin Laden. Michelle, thanks so much for joining us.
You bet. Take care, guys.